furniture, plant displays. I'm gonna be showing you some ways that I display my plants, some furniture I've bought for my plants, and I don't know, just some different little furniture, home decor type things that I've really utilized for plants specifically. Since we're here, I'll start off on this, I don't know what this is called, like an entryway bench. It's like where you can take off your shoes and hang up your coat and stuff, coat rack. Ryan built it for me, and I do have a few different plants on here. I try to keep it very minimal because this is in a pretty low light spot, and we are actually going to be getting rid of it because something else is gonna go right here. I'm actually really excited for that, but we'll keep it a surprise. I'll show you later when we do it. As for the plants I keep on it, I have a Syngonium batik here. I recently just moved this here within the last week or so because I'm shuffling things around. A lot is about to change in my house. Up here, I have a Hoya Crimson Princess. Need some water. Hoya Crimson Princess. And then over here is a Philodendron Micans. Just a little propagation I've done. It's finally starting to grow in though, and I think it'll look so good when it's long. Oh, and I guess we'll include this. So this is a Dracaena marginata. I actually have it in a terracotta pot inside of this black rattan plant stand. I think it looks really cute with the terracotta poking out. I don't know. There's something about this combination I like really like, but I can't quite put my finger on what it is. It's so beautiful, and I hope this plant will thrive in this spot. This bark, you little model. I guess we'll just bop to the other side of the fireplace. All three of these furniture pieces are things I've had for kind of a long time now. So this is my Ikea Vitsjo shelf. I've loved this thing, like I really have. I've definitely got my money's worth out of it, and it's probably a furniture that I'll keep forever because it just fits so many things, and it's such a good size to fit into really anywhere. So I have very much enjoyed this. The only thing I don't really like about it is that the shelves are glass, which I think it looks a little bit nicer, but it's just harder to keep clean. So it's a little bit of a trade-off, I guess. Other than that though, I like really love this thing. How many plants do I have on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 17. And I could fit many more. And in fact, I have in the past. Next is this lamp here, which it's funny, I've actually had this since before I started my YouTube channel, or really even like had my own plants. It's just one of those cheapy, like $10 lamps you can get at Walmart that twists apart and is pretty flimsy. I just took the bulb out of the bowl part of the lamp and put a ceramic saucer inside with a nursery pot sitting in the saucer, you know, to drip the water. Especially for how cheap this thing was and how long I've had it, it's definitely one of my favorite plant display hacks. I'm always seeing lamps like this on Facebook Marketplace and the thrift stores by me, so it's a great way to utilize old lamps. Keep your eyes open when you're thrifting. This wicker table is something I thrifted for $5 kind of a while ago. It is also really rickety, and it definitely has water damage to the top part of the table from my plants and me being careless. And it's perfect because it doubles as a little side table for whoever is sitting in this spot of the couch, on this arm of the couch. But I love this thing. I'm gonna keep this forever and ever. Best $5 I've ever spent. It really truly is. And right now I have a Hartley philodendron, Bonnie spider plant on top of a wicker wastebasket to give it a little bit of height, and a Syngonium erythrophyllum. And I kind of push it back here to fill in this awkward space between the shelf and the couch. Like that. A big thanks to Ritual for sponsoring today's video. Ritual is a clinically backed multivitamin formulated with key high-quality nutrients to help fill common dietary gaps. Designed to support foundational health with key nutrients to support brain health, bone health, blood building, and antioxidant support. I use their Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin, and I trust Ritual for my daily multivitamin because they are made traceably, backed by the first visible supply chain of its kind, so you know where the labeled ingredients come from and why they're there. It's very convenient for me because no matter how balanced our diet is, some nutrients are just hard to get enough from food alone, and the Essential for Women 18 Plus was designed to help fill common nutrient gaps with 9 key nutrients in just 2 capsules, so I don't have to take like a whole bunch of different vitamins. Plus it's delivered straight to my door, so I never have to worry about adding it to the grocery list. Start a daily ritual that you can feel good about. Ritual is offering my subscribers 20% off during their first month, so visit ritual.com/RLG20 to start today. Thank you so much, Ritual. Now let's get back into it. Minus the cords down here, I think this spot is just seriously beautiful. Of course, I'm biased because it is my own home, so it reflects my own style. So I think it's perfect. I'm realizing that I really don't buy furniture because both of these are other pieces I've had for a long time. This is another cheapy Walmart like media console that has just come in so handy everywhere we've lived, and I've been able to find something to do with it. Now it stores my dog's diapers. He has to wear diapers sometimes, and it can store shoes. I can put so much crap here, and I can even fit more here. I have a large Cebu Blue, which is absolutely loving life. Then right here is this stool, which is something I thrifted again a long time ago. I love the colors on the cushion and the florals. I just really love florals. Another piece of furniture I'll probably keep forever. I just absolutely love it. I have always just kept like one plant on top of it. Right now it is my variegated money tree, which is growing so pretty. We are pretty backlit. I need to get curtains. I don't like to buy things until I know it's exactly what I want, so I struggle with curtains. We've lived here over 3 years now and we haven't had curtains. So please leave your curtain ideas or how I should hang them or how many panels I should get. There's just so many small things that go into it. This is the newest leaf. I love this plant. Love this plant. Wow, so beautiful. Of course, we couldn't do a plant furniture video without talking about my Ikea Terrarium. This thing is so cool and fun and wow, just amazing. It is a little bit too bright with the grow light on. Things are starting to grow in. Did take a minute for it to get going, but now that it's going, things are really just taking off. A couple favorites in here. One of the Darth begonia hybrids that Botanicas came up with a couple of years ago, but it hadn't really been showing those spots until this leaf, so that's actually really exciting. I thought it was just a Darth Vaderiana, which don't get me wrong, I would love the plant if that's what it was too, but it's just a nice little surprise that it actually is one of those. I think they're very pretty. And I love how pronounced the spots become. Oh look, there is actually a freckle on this leaf. I just missed it before. Then my other favorite is this Markgravia Syntenacii. It's grown a lot. I love how the new leaves come out bright pinkish orangish and then they fade to green as they get bigger and harden off. I just think it's so cool, and I love how this thing is climbing up the piece of wood. And it's especially cool because it starts here, which is just a handful-sized clump of moss that it's sharing with this Piper sylvatica. So there are 2 plants clumped into this moss cluster, which isn't even big at all, and this one's also really beautiful, but I just love how much the Markgravia has decided to grow. It's gonna take over this whole thing. I did make this myself in just a couple of days. I'll link that video down below if you wanna watch how I did this. It was pretty easy, but I did learn some lessons along the way that maybe you'd like to learn before you do yours. So the video will be there. Gotta say, I love that it can lock because I would not be able to have something like this in my upstairs if it weren't for this lock. Otherwise my kids would be all over this thing. Definitely a bonus. We're in my bedroom now and I have a couple of things here. So this is a side table. I spray painted this black fairly recently and I like it so much better now. There's something about tables with interesting bases that I really love, and it's been perfect to keep plants on. It's a little bit wobbly up top now, so I'm kind of concerned it's going to fall, especially with big mama elbow up here weighing down on it, but we'll see. I mean, if we'll just keep using it until that happens. And then on the ground right here, just right next to that, I have a lead head glass terrarium. This was the one they did in collaboration with Botanicas. I love it. I think it's so cute. And I love the fact that I can use it as like a side table to my side table and put plants on top of it. Right now it has my Passiflora trifasciata so that it could climb up this thing straight up, and some Macodes patola propagations. Inside we have some Libicea species real, which I think look really cool in there. These are actually listed on my website, the foliage fix for sale. But yeah, for now they're chilling in here because I think they look really, really cool. Now, okay, we're getting into the weird stuff. Here, just in front of my window, these are just stacked up books that I'm using as kind of plant stands so that the plants are a little bit closer to the sunlight coming through the window. I did it for a begonia here and a Pilia peperomioides over here. They are pretty wobbly, so this is probably going to be pretty temporary. This is something I just recently did, but I did think it was kind of maybe a good idea. Poorly executed in my situation, but I think I'm onto the right idea. I think it could look really cool if one of you do it. If one of you cool young kids do it. We have that, which I'm counting as furniture, kind of plant stand, kind of, I don't know. Pretty good. Something's just a little off about it. Ryan and I do each have plants on our nightstands. The only way we'd be able to have these on here is thanks to these grow lights, which is a very important piece of my furniture. These ones are from Hero Aquatics. I'll have them linked in the description if you want them for yourself. I really, really love them. To me, they definitely are a splurged thing. They're pretty expensive for a single grow light. But what I really liked about it is that it has this like base. So, you know, I can sit my plant on there and then the grow light above it. So I think that they look really cool. Again, they weren't like cheap. Well, it's not cheap to me. I think it's all relative though, but pretty cool. And clearly the grow light works really well because this Scandens was so small. I'll insert a picture of it when I first moved it over here just a few months ago. But yeah, Hero Aquatics grow light. Let me show you the one over here too. This is a Philodendron Florida Ghost underneath Orion's Hero Aquatics grow light. You can also like move them around, which I like. So I have his turn, so it's kind of on this and this Monstera adansonii, which is actually on another little thing. So this is a wooden crate that Ryan built for me to use as a little plant stand. So here's what's going on his side of the bed. Don't be fooled by this planter here because that is not plant associated right now. It's for Ryan's dirty socks, but it works. Yes, moral of the story is I really, really love these grow lights and my nightstands and that little crate that Ryan built me. I think it's so cute. So here is my bedroom, what it looks like as you're standing at the door. This isn't a plant tour, but I feel like this is a little relevant. Okay, now to the bathroom. So this is actually, well, let's move this plant off. This plant stand. Not a plant stand. It's actually a drink table. So I guess people buy these to set your drink on. My Syngonium white butterfly is the plant I have living here right now. I think it's so pretty. I love this stand and it fits perfectly right here in this like such awkward gap between the bathtub and the door. It's just perfect for this. And it's very heavy too. Like it doesn't really move unless you give it some muscle. Last up in my plant furniture list is this bad boy, which houses my neon pothos. What I love about it is it's just like metal. It's one of those outdoor hanging planters that you get at like for so cheap, so cheap. I actually thrifted mine for $1, but even new they're like $3 if that. And I think it looks really cool because, well, now it's kind of hidden. When the plant was smaller, it mattered more, but it has this orb planter in there with the wire, like the metal cage around it. So I really, really love this whole combination. The leaves really contrast against it, and I don't know, I just think it's a really, really good combo. This is actually really heavy. I'm like out of breath. I wonder if my mic is gonna be able to hear my pulsing heart rate. Oh, it is so beautiful. know. Did I put it on there backwards? I did. Spin her around. Oh, there we go. Yeah. She's doing a little spinny spin again. So pretty. Those are all of my favorite plant display furniture storage pieces that I have right now. I have my eye on a few things. I'm on the hunt for a few things, so things are gonna be changing around here. Stay tuned. Let me know what you think of my plant displays. If you have any ideas for how I could improve my current setup, very interested. Oh, and the curtains, those damn curtains, please help me out. I need all of your creative, smart ideas. Start a daily ritual that you can feel good about. Ritual is offering my subscribers 20% off during their first month, so visit ritual.com/HarleyG20 to start today. That is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!